I need like a moment to process what I saw in the dream. The first scene that I remember was, I think I was like some Secret Service agent, but that Secret Service was Hololive. It was very strange. I was given like an entire backstory of like where I went, where I grew up, and what I was doing. And then I went, I was on like a secret mission. I don't know, it was really weird. So the very first thing I remember was that we were trapped inside of this really big like hotel. And then we suddenly found like a door that led outside, and like think Shining Hotel, right? Something like that. And we went outside, and then me and my partner, I don't remember who this other person was, but I had a partner on this mission. And we was like, why is it always a hotel? I don't know. So we went out, and then we ran, and then we were like so confused. We were like, oh my God, are we free? Are we what? And then we were about to celebrate where like when two children came running up to us. Children, I meant like teenagers. And they were like, Mom, Dad? And then I looked at my partner, and then my partner looked at me, and we were both like, shit. No, as in like, no, we weren't the parents. As in like the parents were now stuck inside of the hotel because we had run past like two people that we'd never seen before inside of the hotel. So we were just gonna leave, and then we realized their parents were inside the hotel, and now we're like, shit, we can't leave because we gotta save them. Anyway, and then I don't remember the rest of that plot. Next plot, I do remember slightly. I remember because Iris was on this. Okay, so we were on the secret mission, and we just entered, I don't remember what country we had entered. Iris was with me, and we were all getting briefed, and we were at like the security point when Iris's luggage was overweight. Agent Iris's suitcase was overweight. So at the security checkpoint, I had to open my suitcase, and then I don't know what she had in her suitcase that was so heavy, but she started pulling out these like metal rods that were like shaped as like triangular prisms. It was like metal, and I don't know, maybe it was for our mission or something. I don't really know. So she took like two out, and then she gave it to me, and then I put it in my luggage, and then we somehow got onto the flight, and then we arrived, and then we're getting briefed with like the other quote unquote agents, right? And then I look across from me, and it's someone from like primary school that I haven't seen in years. And she kept staring at me, and then I kept staring at her because I recognized her instantly, right? But you know when someone gives you like a smile where like they don't know who you are, and they're just like smiling nicely at you? Right. So we were all sitting there. I recognized her instantly. But, apparently, like, I technically had a cover. I was from Rome. I had, like, a study in Rome. And then, it was very weird. And then, so after we got briefed, like, I sat down opposite this girl. And then she was like, hi, nice to meet you. How was your placement in Rome? And I was like, what? And then she was like, yeah, I've heard about your exploits in Rome. I read your file. And I was like, do you not recognize me? And she was like, huh? And I was like, And I looked around to make sure, like, the supervisor wasn't around. Just me casually just leaking confidential information that I don't think I should have been doing. And I looked back at her, and I was like, it's me. Oh, wait, no, I didn't say it's me. I said, I went to XX school with you. And then she looked at me for a second, and then she was like, Bae? The next story is a tragic love story that I witnessed. I wasn't like a part of the story. It's like one of those dreams where you just witness things happening to other people and you're just like watching it. This is all one dream, literally. This is kind of like, I was like literally changing TV channels while dreaming. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so what happened was, in this dream, there were 3 main protagonists, and like they all had like different powers, and they were good at fighting different people. And then there were 2 twins. They were like, maybe they weren't twins, they were sisters. They were definitely sisters, but I don't remember. Like they both had short hair, and they both looked like just very typical nice anime girl, right? Anyway, so one of the twins was getting along with this red-themed guy. I don't remember his face. I just remember it was red. He had like a red coat on. And then he invited her to go out and stroll the streets because technically they were still working on a mission. And then he asked her, what weapon do you want to bring? Because you have to bring a weapon. And then there was one weapon that worked against shadows. You're playing too much Persona. One weapon that works against werewolves, and another weapon that just I don't remember what the last weapon was on. And then she chose the gun to fight against werewolves. And then he was all like, oh, nice choice, because if a shadow comes I can protect you, blah 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 blah. And it was really cute. And I was like, oh my god, you guys are so cute together. Okay. And then fast forward to like their quote unquote like going on their rounds together, like, you know, going out. The other twin is also there, and I'm just like, what is this what's going on, huh? And then it turns out this other sister also liked this guy, but this guy was not like paid her no attention at all. Oh my god, the love triangle, it's the plot twist. But like he promised to, like, you know, when they were going out on their rounds, like he promised to like protect them both. Okay, we're in K-drama territory now. We actually are. So what happened was like they were going out on their rounds, and I remember like the you know, it was like a lot of underground, and there was a certain passageway that if you take, like, it's really dangerous. And so they started like walking, and he kept talking to like twin A, or like sister A, and everyone was holding like everyone was eating candied strawberries on a stick. I don't know why this plays a very important part of the story. Everyone was holding a stick of candied strawberries, okay? Okay, and you know, apparently these candied strawberries had power or whatever. You know, they were doing their rounds, and Sister B was getting ignored, and I teleported into like her perspective. Like I saw what she was experiencing, and she was like, oh my god, he doesn't even know me. All he's doing is talking to her. I might as well not be here. And remember, this is very dangerous, you know, because they're scouts, you know, so they're in enemy territory right now. So she decides to like run away. And because the other two are in their own world, they don't even realize she literally runs like 2 steps back. Well, she stops walking, and the other two just keep walking away, you know. And then, in anger, she starts like banging her candied strawberry against the wall of the tunnel, and it all like shatters, and she starts running. She starts running down like any tunnel. She doesn't care which way she goes. She starts running and running and running. And, you know, the candied strawberry is like dropping after her. And then I think she gets attacked by something, and she was like being very choony, and she was like, take me now, no one loves me. But then, remember there was 3 guys. One of the other guys who was like really tall kind of reminds me of the Hellsing character. You can hear like a shot from behind, and then, you know, it was there. Like they were all there, like the entire group was there. And then she was just there sitting on the ground, and she looked, you know, she had like that anime look of emptiness. You know where their eyes just go blank? She had that look on her face. And then like the dog boy and the sister came running up to her, and they were like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay? And then he starts beating himself up for like not paying attention, and blah, 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 blah. And then she's still empty. And then when they got back, it was like, yeah, it was very sad. And then he kept beating himself up, and then he went for a walk because he kept beating himself up. And then the end of the story is that because, you know, the apparently like the jealousy stemmed from like the sistership and everything. I swear this is from Persona. The end of the story is that they went through some kind of hypnosis where they forget that they're sisters. And then when they walk past each other in the hallway, they both give that very shallow surface smile. That's the end of chapter 3. All because of a guy! Love hurts. Yeah.
バカ変態うるさい
しゃあないな。